Good afternoon. As always, I'll start with a quick synopsis of last night's game. Like we talked about last night, it wasn't necessarily the start we were looking for, and really in all areas. And sometimes that happens, but it's good to see a couple of things. First, it's good to see that we got a group that's capable of not blinking when faced with some adversity, but we also saw some guys settle in a less than ideal start was not defining for them. I think you start first and foremost with Mason Rudolph. I thought he got better as the game wore on. I thought his overall decision making became more fluid. His accuracy became better. A lot of it had to do with footwork, but more than anything, I just thought he settled down. And as he got into action, obviously coming off of a bye and coming off of an injury, it was a unique set of circumstances for him. It didn't define him or his performance, and he moved on. And I thought the same thing could be said collectively defensively. We were faced with a unique challenge in that getting a feel for their personality because of the change of quarterbacks, the differences between Fitz and Rosen, and what that meant to us, particularly in terms of game planning and how a game played out, was challenging at the early stages. They got some plays, but I thought after the guys got a sense of what the attack was going to be like, they settled down and got more competitive, got closer to receivers, put more consistent pressure, minimized escape lanes, and so we were able to move on and have the type of day that we desired to have defensively, but it wasn't the type of start we wanted to have. We took the field on the short field after the turnover and didn't stand up, and that's something that we've been talking openly about, not only as a team, but in here in this setting. And it's not something that's exclusive to us. Playing complementary football is important if you want to be a good football team. Offenses have to back up defensive turnovers with scoring drives, and we did that. Defenses have to support offenses when they turn the ball over by being stout, and again, we didn't do that at the early stages of the game. But a lot of positive things to draw from. Thought we won the line of scrimmage on both sides. I thought we established a run game in ways offensively that we hadn't done to this point in the season, and so that was encouraging. I thought the inclusion of Rosie Nix and his availability probably was a significant component in that, not only in terms of the tangible things that he brings, but just the general attitude and presence of a guy like that, a combat guy like that, and what he does for a huddle in a unit, I thought was significant. I thought we did a nice job of kind of working to overcome the loss of Stephon Tuitt. You saw us play a number of defensive linemen. I think that was the first game that Isaiah Buggs got a chance to play an extended number of snaps. You also saw some sub packages where it was just Cam Hayward in the game, and we utilized essentially Vince Williams as that fourth rusher, if you will, to highlight some of his skills. And I think that's really indicative of probably how we move forward. When you're talking about replacing a guy like Stephon, it's not only a multi-person job, but it's probably a multi-positional job, D linemen and linebackers and so forth. And I thought we did a good job of kind of establishing a base of what that looks like moving forward. But more than anything, aside from all the things I mentioned, it's just good to stack wins for the first time on the season. Football's our game. Our business is winning. We got to do so on a consistent basis, and to be able to do it for the first time, hopefully, is a catalyst for us moving forward, a springboard for us. We're excited about this week. We got an opportunity to play at home again against an AFC foe in the Colts, but also got an opportunity to move to 500, man, at the turn. And to be able to say that with where we've come from over the course of this journey, I think is significant. By no means are we throwing a pep rally, but we're in the midst of a fight, and one that, we kind of got it moving in the right direction, and so it makes this week a really big one.